Members of a dental plan today are looking for an increasingly digital self-service experience. They want this throughout their journey and in all their interactions with Delta Dental. Dental Optimizer seamlessly connects patients, providers, and payers on a single platform. This allows Delta Dental to quickly and cost-effectively upgrade its digital toolset. This is a single sign-on, so I will be redirected to Delta Dental of Oregon, Alaska. Here we are on the member benefits dashboard. You can see there is a notifications banner across the top alerting me to new teledentistry tools and my most recent upcoming appointments, which looks to be a virtual appointment because I can check into the waiting room. These can be deleted or snoozed. Under the bell notification, you can see all snoozed appointments, and you can see my one appointment which is about to start. Let's look at all snoozed notifications, and let's go back to current view of notifications. In addition to access to your ID card, a claim summary breakdown, EOBs, we also include benefits utilization summaries. This has your annual maximum and what you've met, your deductible, and your savings, what has been paid out by your plan to date. I can immediately access plan details for more information, or I can go directly to calculate costs from here. Below this, you're going to see member activity. In this case, it's patient Justin, our demo user. But I can view Dr. Justin's profile, which is the other demo user. I can request an appointment, I can book a virtual appointment, or I can view the EOB for this visit. Under appointment requests, you can see I have an emergency consultation, which is ready to start, and I have tooth pains. I booked an in-person appointment. Here is a checkup that is pending. Now, because this is a fake user, we are not storing risk assessment data, but each time I take a risk assessment, that data will be stored here. Same with questions. This is where my virtual checkups that are pending will show, and emergency consultations. Let's check out how to find a dentist and book an appointment. Here you have a basic search for the dental directory as well as an advanced search. You'll see in the advanced search, you can search by network. By default, it's going to include your network. You can search by language, specialty, distance, gender, and price range. We do group dentists into one of three price ranges based on contracted fees and billings. We have online appointment requests, accepting new patients, accepting video appointments, accepts Medicaid. Additional practice features include child-friendly, evening and weekend hours, holistic provider. If I want anxiety medication tools, I can select things like sedation. For now, let's do a basic search. Here you'll see a list of providers that come up for the zip code. Everyone with doctor on it is a fake provider used for testing. Other accounts are real. However, we do not allow appointment requests from our dev server. You'll notice if I click on one of the pins, it zooms in to show me all of the providers in that location. And if I search, I can return back to the complete list. Let's go ahead and search for Dr. Sam. Here he is. And let's request a video appointment. Now here are the days that Dr. Sam is available for video appointments. And based on the type of appointment, it gives me times that are available from Dr. Sam. Here I am verifying the date and time of the appointment. It is a virtual appointment, and I'm going to go ahead and send this request. Here it's reminding me that the doctor will be billing Delta Dental for this appointment. That sound you just heard now is a text to Dr. Sam. I'm going to use this phone number for that account, and you will see I have a new checkup request. Now back on the landing page, you will see the request that we just submitted. From here, I can cancel or view details and make changes. Since we're here, and I do have an appointment today, let's go to the waiting room. And just prior to the video appointment, I need to answer a few questions. I can test my video. I can test my audio. In the provider demo video, you can see an end-to-end video appointment. So I have a number of other teledentistry tools, including emergency consultations, virtual checkups. I can simply ask a question for any provider to respond to, and I can view my appointments. Here are the upcoming appointments. I can also see any upcoming appointments for my son. Here is the video that I just started. Now let's select an emergency consultation. Here I'm directed to a form. These are the same questions that you would be asked over the phone to see if you qualify and need to come in, even if it's after hours, for emergency treatment. If you're having difficulty breathing and you select yes, it will tell you to call 911. We're going to say no. Can you see swelling in your face? No. I'm going to answer the rest of these at random. I also have the option to upload a photo. Now, if you're using your cell phone, you will have the camera and you can take the photo right on the phone and upload it. In this case, we are going to pick a photo from my library. And I'm going to submit this for evaluation. And it looks like I already have a pending checkup, so it will not let me book another one. Now let's look at a virtual checkup without video. Here you'll see the same format where I have a few questions to answer. And I have the ability to upload photos. Here are the recommended photos. I can also rearrange the photos and delete photos. Let's look at our last teledentistry tool, Ask a Dentist. Your provider is immediately alerted when you submit a question, and your question is also available for other providers to respond to. And from here, I'm directed to browse articles related to chipped teeth. Now let's find out the cost of our chipped tooth. I'm going to select a previously visited provider. I can also view estimates by zip code. However, choosing my provider makes the estimate accurate to their billing and fees. I can select a specific dental treatment, and if I know the CDT code, I can add the CDT code as well. In this case, let's do crown because it's a little more interesting. We'll say 2 teeth need a crown, and I'm going to say they both need porcelain ceramic since that's the most common. Here is my exact out-of-pocket cost to see that provider based on my current benefit levels. It shows my remaining deductible, annual maximum, typical fees, and what Delta Dental pays. Now I can estimate this for a zip code, or I can simply search for a low-cost dentist and get an estimate for one of those providers. And to remove any barriers to someone booking an appointment, if cost is a factor, we want to give them access to financing options. You'll see at the bottom we have next steps, find a dentist, assess my risk, or ask a question. Let's take a look at the risk assessment. Now, since this particular member has a plan that includes previsors, health through oral wellness, I get to take this version of the risk assessment. There is a native dental optimizer cavity and gum disease risk assessment. However, this uses previsors' clinical data to produce estimates and scores. Here you can see all the things that I'm testing for. I can see who I'm testing because I could run a test for my son as well. I can view my last score. And if I've taken this test more than once, I can view multiple scores. And if I'm not sure what are my teeth filled or crowned means, I can read below. And it looks like I am at high risk, which was intentional because anyone above a 3 is asked to find a HTAO provider. HOW, or HTAO as Oregon Delta Dental calls it, is the Health Through Oral Wellness program offered by Previsor. Here I can see my previous scores. Now if I just want to see these top scores, I can, or if I want to dive into each one of these, I can as well. And once I'm finished, it gives me the opportunity to book an appointment with a Health Through Oral Wellness provider. And because Dr. Justin, my doctor of record, is a Health Through Oral Wellness provider, I can book an appointment right from here. You'll also notice on the left, I can get a quick glance at how I scored for each of these diseases. I can find a provider. I can rebook an appointment. I can share this assessment with my provider, or I can print out a copy to take in next time I have an appointment. I'm going to go ahead and save this. From time to time, this site may ask me for feedback. Let's go ahead and do it. Because the development of this site relies heavily on user-driven optimization, we are looking for feedback any chance we can get. This includes the payer and the provider login. And it's going to ask us some simple questions like, what was I trying to accomplish today? What did I like about this site? Was I able to accomplish the task? How likely am I to recommend this to someone else? This helps to create the net promoter score that you will see in the feedback dashboard. And now I'm going to return to my dashboard. That wraps it up for the member side demo. I hope you stick around to see what we offer to providers and the tools available for payers.